Before I show off me cleaning and showing off everything, I've been collecting for around 3 to 4 years now, and I am privileged enough to have a job to support me buying figures and blind boxes to grow my collection. So please do not compare your collection to my own because of this. And if anything, you will achieve this level of collection one day yourself. Enjoy. Alright, let's do a breakthrough of everything I have. So this is a figurine I got from a blind box. She was around $20, I'm pretty sure. Next, we had this Kaito Android. I got him at FanFusion this year. He was quite expensive because he is the doll version, and he's from a seller, so he was around $135. Next, we have this figurine. I got this my first year going to FanFusion at a Vocaloid blind box from somebody. We did a trade, so the entire bag was around $70. However, I paid just $35 for this specific figurine. Due to her being on my collection for a while, she's pretty dusty. Next, we have this Ichika figure. I'm pretty sure I got her my first year at FanFusion. I have no recollection for sure, but she was around $30 plus tax. She's my first Project Sekai figurine, my first Project Sekai merch outside of fan merch. Next, we have Shiho. I got Shiho at a store, like a collectible store in a different city. So she was around, like, I think $30 or $35 plus tax. I got her with a bunch of other stuff. It's great. Next, we have my first Kaito figurine, my favorite one, Kaito Guilty. I got him for Christmas on my mom's side, which was absolutely phenomenal. Due to him being one of my first figurines at the start of it, on my 3 to 4 year collection, he is very dusty. I had to take him apart and dust off every single bit of him to make sure that he was very, very clean, because, again, he's been on my shelves for probably longer than he should have, which is great, because I do love Kaito. He's my favorite Vocaloid. Next, we have this Mecha from a blind box. She's quite recent. I think she was around, I don't remember. I think she was around $20. She was at the mall, so quite expensive, unfortunately. Next, we have Len from the same blind box series. I got him at FanFusion around $20 as well. It was great. I do love Len. Kaito and Lens are my favorite two male Vocaloids, but I do love all of them equally. Next, we have this Miku figurine. Most of my figurines are from round 1, as one opened up at the mall I usually go to, which is why a lot of my figures are prize figurines. And it's great. I got her quite easily, fortunately for myself. Then we have this Len figurine. I also got this for Christmas when I first got the Kaito Guilty figure. I do not remember what each of them costed. Since this was a gift, I am sure how much. Next, we have this one. This is also a blind box from FanFusion from this year, if I remember correct. I have an absurd amount of Len figurines from blind boxes. It is crazy. Pretty sure that one was $20, I think. This one I got from round 1, but it was a gift because the person I wanted, she already had this figurine, and she gave it to me after getting it out of the claw machine. It was very kind of her. It's quite recent, I think. Like maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'm not dusting off this one. Trying to dust everything off and, boo. Next up is this Rin from a blind box. I do not remember what the blind box series is called, but she was a bit expensive if I remember right. She was like $25 because I got this at FanFusion from this year. I do acknowledge that buying figurines at cons are very expensive, so please I do not advise doing it myself. It's so expensive, but due to me having limited areas where I can go to get figurines, I have to, unfortunately. But I would not buy the series again, even though it's super cute. But as long as if I don't get Kaito, I'm not gonna actively seek it out. I wanted just this one for the sake of it. Next is this Miku light up thing. It is technically supposed to light up, but it does not work, so no. It is very cool though. I love my friend who got it for me for my birthday. It's great. Next, we have this Rin figurine. It did say Miko in the box, but I'm not for sure. But she was from round 1 as well. I got her from one of the easier games. It was great. She is probably one of my favorite sit-down figurines I have because she's just adorable. Alright, these next few are going to be from blind boxes I got from Hot Topic. I'm going to acknowledge again, they were very overpriced. And unfortunately, they were all mostly duplicates. I had 2 Mikus, so this is one Miku you saw earlier. This is Luca. I did like the Luca a lot. She's very cute. I do love the outfits. It was Snow Miku, I'm pretty sure, but each box was like $20, and I'm lucky enough to have hot cash and get a bunch of discounts for what I have. But $20 per these little small figurines, I would not recommend. If you were to buy any of these kind of figurines, please just don't. And also, me trying to find Kaito. Yeah, got Kaito in that blind box. It was great. My favorite ones. He's very cute in this one. But again, $20 per these figurines, I would not recommend. Alright, this is me getting a broken set. Obviously, this one is the Alice in Wonderland, I'm pretty sure. She was from a blind box, this Miku, and unfortunately, she's very fragile. I do not like this figurine much anyway. I wanted Kaito really badly, but again, I got Miku, and I do love Miku, but I did want Kaito instead, and because she's so fragile, I just don't think it was worth it, unfortunately. She was like around $20, I'm pretty sure, because at the mall. This one was from round 1. I got her on the very easy games, the conveyor belt. She's one of my favorite figurines I actually got pretty recently. My last time going to round 1. And she has a little tattoo on her thigh with her number because her shoulder is covered. She's very cute. I do love her. Alright, next one will be this Len figurine. I do not remember where I got him. I think he was from Christmas or my birthday. I have no recollection. But he's pretty old, so we gotta dust him off now. Next, this I think this is my very first figurine. She is very fragile, unfortunately, which is where I am trying to find her pigtails and dust it off, try to put it back together, try to show you guys everything, but she's very fragile. It's unfortunate because of how fragile she is because of her pigtails, but she was shipped from Vietnam. I went to Vietnam like a couple years ago. I think the beginning of my 4-year collection, pretty sure. And she was around $20 if you're converting from Vietnamese currency to American currency. Quite cheap for a figurine, especially a prize figurine too. And again, she did survive the trip. It was amazing. I was really scared she wasn't, but she's still very much on my shelf. Very dusty, but she survived. Next, we have the Miku from the movie. I got her from round 1, once again. She was in one of the easier games, the conveyor belt one. Took a couple tries for me to get, but it was great. This figurine's really funny to put together. But, she's not that old on my shelf, so quick dust off. Next, we have the sit-down Miku. If I recall, she was around... I think she was from round 1, from what I remember correctly. She was one of my first figures from round 1. She came from, I think, the claw machine, but, this her being my first ones from round 1. Gotta dust her off, too. Next, sleeping figure. Again, blind bag. Got 2 of these. This one's Miku, obviously. And I think per bag, they were around like 20 per, if I am making my assumptions right. This is Luca. I think it was like 15, 20. Again, got this at the mall. Very expensive. Don't recommend. Please. Oh, okay. So this one's Len. This figure, he came from a blind box. I think this is my favorite blind box I got because there's so much to it. I think this blind box was around 20 bucks. But due to him being quite new, all I need to really do is just try to put everything back together. It's because of a little bird that fell. I try to show everything off. And his arms actually move. I will demonstrate right here. I do love him. His hands also move as well. It's very cute. Try to set him down. This one is Toya. I think I got him from the same shop I got for Shiho. Same price, so I'm not gonna really dust him off. He's quite new. And he was in the front, so he wasn't really near all the dusty figurines. Next one is Akito from the same shop as well. From Shiho, Toya, and Akito, they were all the same price, around $30 to $35 if I remember right. Akito's my favorite out of all the ones I have. So, great. Next we have this Snow Miku figurine. I think she's really cute. She's actually one of my favorite ones I recently got. She also came from round 1 from the conveyor belt game. I think she's one of my favorites because even though she's sitting down, she's not like the standard one, so I kind of don't need to hang her off something. Because finding space to hang off my sitting figurines are not fun. Next, we have this Len figurine. Got him from Fan Fusion this year. He was around, I think, 30 bucks plus tax. Because I got 2 of them, I did get a slight discount, so I think it's technically 29, but, not much of a difference. And then we also have the Kaito figurine that matches with it, the Project Sekai version. Wonderland X Showtime. He was also around 30 bucks with Len. Great. And you trying to move Luca. But this Luca is actually quite big because she is a part of the bunny collection where she's in a bunny suit. Actually, she's really cute. I got her from Fan Fusion this year, and she was very cheap for the price. She was like $35. Oops. And the actual mesh on her legs are made of fabric, so... And also the paint job is actually quite nice. The figure's really nicely painted. And the box art is very beautiful. One of my favorite box arts. Next we have the matching Miku for this. I am probably going to go on the hunt for the other Vocaloids of this series, but from my knowledge, these are the only 2 in my area. She was from round 1, so in the claw machine, she was very easy to get. I'm very lucky to get her. I got her last try as well, so very fun. Okay, try to meet, getting more figurines, matching series. Next we have this Rui Kamishiro card. I got him from, same store I got Shiho. I did lose the Kaito card I also got from the same store. That was on my Ida bag. I was very upset, but what can I do? Next, we got this auto figurine. I got her from round 1. It was very hard for me to get her. I actually had to get an employee to fix the game because it was very unfortunately rigged, and he gave it to me. The manager gave it to me because he realized that, I was trying a lot. Me knocking over my water bottle. Next, we have my Genshin stuff. This is going to be a standee. I got this from a small business, if I recall correctly, in Arizona. Just got to dust them off because they've been on my shelf for a while. Next, we have the similar one, just with Nuvela and Worsley. 2 of my favorite guys from Fontaine. I do not play Genshin, unfortunately. I have no storage on any device that I could play it on, and my computer's a potato. So I unfortunately can't play it. I am trying to read through the stories on YouTube though. And finally, this is my vertical version, but this is just I Hate Them. Same from the same store as well. It's great. I loved getting them. Just gotta dust them off quite quickly. Next, we have this Duelik blind box. I got him from Fan Fusion as well. I think he was 25. Very nice. I did want a Kaya, but what can I do? Next, we got Kaya, but this one's from a blind box. He was, plushy keychains are really nice. I do sometimes hang them on stuff, but, I'm really scared of losing him because of the type of chain they're using. I need to make another one for him. Next, we have this acrylic standee of Tagnari. I think this was like the Pizza Hut collaboration, if I recall. I got them from the same store I got the little poster things. This is Kazuha, sorry, I apologize. It's my favorite one. I do love his design. He's one of my favorite designs in Genshin. Me trying to put together Zhongli. Zhongli was pretty nice. Everything from the Genshin store, they were probably around 20 each, 20, 35, depending on what it was. Next are these ribbons. Me trying to flip them over. There we go. I got these from a Fan Fusion stand from a small artist in Artist Alley. It's really nice because I spent a lot of money at their stand. If you want to see what I got at Fan Fusion, you should definitely check out my video on YouTube Shorts. Anyway, this is a Hatsumika Automaton. I got her for Christmas on my dad's side, so it's great. Next are these two keychains from Cookie Run, Dark Cacao and Pure Vanilla Cookie. These two are my favorite ancients, and I got them from Fan Fusion. I think they were two for $30 or $20. I don't remember. Next, this really cool. I was given this. It's a freebie because a person at Fan Fusion complimented my outfit, and they said it was really cool. So I'm cherishing that Stingray. Next is this Lego thing I built probably from 5 years ago, actually, technically. I'm a big fan of Lego, but they're so expensive, so I don't build Lego often. But this was like the next Lego set I splurged for myself on. Just like the plum blossom, one of my favorite trees. Flowers are beautiful. Pretty sure they make good tea too. But this thing is so fragile. I've almost broken it multiple times. Actually, it almost breaking caused me to actually reorganize everything. This is an award I got for ROTC due to me being in ROTC. I am not going to be sharing too much info on that, but there are a bunch of ducks on it because I have nowhere else to put my ducks, and I like ducks and birds, so I got to show them off somewhere. Next, we have this Hoyo Live card. I got this one from Hot Topic. It was like pretty cheap actually, but it was for honoring a friend. So now me running off to get another figurine that I forgot about in the kitchen. And that would be this Hatsune Miku sit-down figurine. I also got her at my first year at Fan Fusion. She was $30, I'm pretty sure. Very cute. Again, I do not recommend getting any figurines at cons though. So now, me running back to put her back where she is in the kitchen, on my desk. Woohoo. And now, just a montage of me organizing everything to where I want it to go. Try my best to make it similar to what it was before, but want to show off everything. Because I have a lot of small stuff. And actually later on, after I stopped recording like the main stuff in here you see here, I did move some figurines over on either, like the Kaito and Luca figurine, like the small ones. I just kind of moved. Now I got everything left over on my dresser. Woohoo.